Hi, my name is Dr. Claybrooks. I'd like to share with you guys a short audio clip. Then I'd like to pose two questions. And I would also like you guys to leave comments and stimulate a discussion because I'm very interested to know, what do you think? Listen to this.
I know this is a really difficult moment for so many different types of people, and that this moment isn't going to last forever. But it is incredibly disheartening to have spent the last 17 years of my life hustling and grinding to be in higher education in STEM fields like science and neuroscience, and be a freshly minted PhD with my doctorate in neuroscience, and still struggle so much to not only find a job, but find one that pays a livable wage. What do you mean I have the highest educational degree that you can get in the entire world, something that only 2% of people in the world have, and I'm struggling to find a job that pays more than a fast food manager position?
Wow. I feel sorry for this young lady, but she's not alone. There are many people in this country that obtain degrees and sometimes even graduate degrees that either do not earn what they expect to earn, or in many cases, not even practicing or even working in their chosen discipline. So, this is a very, very common problem. And considering that the student loan debt has reached above $1 trillion, this is an extremely important topic. And I really would like to know, what do you guys think? So, the first question that I have is, college still necessary? And my answer to that is, it depends. What do you mean it depends? Well, it depends because we need to know exactly what we want our career path to look like. And we also like to know how much money can be earned from a particular degree. So let's take myself for an example. I am a surgeon. That's what I do for a living. So going to school is not optional for me. After high school, I went to undergraduate and I obtained a 4-year degree in medical technology. After that, I went into medical school, which is another 4-year degree. After that, I did a 5-year internship and residency. Then after that, I did a 1-year fellowship. So similar to this young lady, I have over a decade of education after leaving high school. You can look at the law profession in a very similar fashion. You cannot practice law in this country without obtaining the proper education, licensing, passing the bar, things of that nature. So it really does depend. But I can also tell you, when the air conditioning company comes to my house, I have to write a very big check, whether it's the plumber, as I stated, HVAC, electrician. So you can earn a very good living in this country without going to college. So it really does depend. And you need to think these things through before signing on the dotted line if you plan on taking out lots and lots and lots of student loans to pay for your education. In my case, I had over 6 figures in student loan debt after leaving medical school and going into my residency. So that's question number one. Question number two, can I afford to pursue my passion? I hear a lot of young people often asking that question, and sometimes seasoned people who want to pursue their passion. The answer to that is, well, it depends. And it depends on whether or not your passion will pay the bills. It's nice to pursue your passion because it's something that in many cases feels natural to you. It puts you in circles of like minded people. It can stimulate your creativity. Having a passion to pursue is a beautiful thing, but we also have to eat and we also have to pay our bills. So whether or not you can pursue your passion, it really depends on how much does your passion pay. Maybe consider working a 9 to 5 and pursuing your passion in after hours time. For example, after work and on weekends. And then maybe as your passion becomes more significant as it relates to earning income, you may be able to replace the 9 to 5 with your passion. But I often see people want to pursue their passion without considering how are they going to pay the bills. So question number two, the answer also is, it depends. But I really think the most important thing to consider is something called ROI. What is ROI? Quite simply, ROI is return on investment. And simply that means, are you going to get more money back than money that's invested? In the case of a higher education, student loan debt is incredible, as I stated, and many people choose not to pay cash for their education. But whether you choose to pay cash for your education or you take out debt, it's going to cost tens of thousands of dollars. And in some cases, it's going to cost 6 figures. So, for example, Say that your education after high school ends up costing you $100,000 and you took out student loan debt to pay for that education. Depending on the interest rate, you're going to end up paying significantly more than that $100,000 tab to complete your education. The question is, are you going to earn enough money to pay back that debt? That's what ROI is, return on investment. Because education is an investment. It's an investment in yourself, it's an investment in your future, and it's an investment in the future of your children if you choose to have them. So it's very, very important to consider and ask yourself the question, will the income that I receive from this education allow me to comfortably pay those debts back? Because just because you can pay the loans back does not mean you can pay the other things that are necessary for you to live, such as housing, transportation, food, clothing, entertainment. Those things are very, very important. So before you sign up for any degree, you need to calculate the ROI. So, in conclusion, is college still necessary? It depends. Also, it depends on whether or not you're in a position to pursue your passion. The number one thing you need to do is do an ROI before you sign up for any education. This is Dr. Claybrooks. Please leave your comments. I really would like to know what you guys think. Share this with somebody that you care about. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.